I think the start line's over here somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to go kind of around a
Oh
bit.
shit, I've gone miles wrong.
Go, getting the comments up and then I'll be straight on. Normally takes like a 30-second delay or something to,
Oh, forgot these cars are like ice hot compared to those other ones.
yeah, very different. Come on, stream. Here we go. Right, we're on now. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Drift Talk. We're here with Axel or Sunoco's S14. And yeah, we're going to be drifting and talking. So yeah, let's get straight into it.
Hello.
I'm in this Subaru for some reason. And yeah, Axel's in a S14, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Sweet. Right, let's
Uh,
get a base lap down. Get some heat into the tyres. So, let's get straight into it. Also, you guys watching may realise that I've got a sort of a different setup again today. Still moving my room around, so just sort of making do with the setup right now. Hi Dip Zone. Hi to everyone who's watching. But yeah. So, let's start at the very beginning with the questions then. So how did you get into drifting?
so with the business that we do, we obviously we're selling race fuels and oils, and that's something that we've done for a very long time. Uh, we've always supplied kind of high performance fuels to drifters, but it's not something that I really ever considered getting into at the time. I didn't really know how to get into it and whatnot. So I think it was about 4 years ago. A friend of mine's, Alan McIver, actually, he started doing some drifting. Oh, I missed the track there. And yeah, so I kind of started seeing some stuff that he was doing. And this came time that I kind of moved back from France, where we used to live in a ski resort, so I had quite a lot of stuff to do there. So coming back looking for something to do, I realized kind of from him that you could buy an MX-5 for about £1,000 and go on a drift day. So yeah, bought a little MX-5. Um, welded, actually already had a welded diff, I think.
Wow.
Didn't really need. So yeah, and then just went to Santa Pod. Had the best day of my life.
Yeah.
Um, then yeah, it kind of just went from there. I think after that, we had a little track. We have a little track near us. It's called Matchams. It's a only really small little kidney track with potholes. It's not somewhere you'd want to take, like a BDC spec car, but for a little MX-5 or some kind of car for around £1,000, you couldn't really have any more fun. So you kind of did a few nights there. Part one tires. It was a Wednesday night, £20 entry.
Nice.
And that was good. Um, and then yeah, I kind of enjoyed that. Then yeah, and then eventually got this S14.
Yeah. So, did you go straight from MX-5 to S14, or did you have some like sort of other
No,
first drift
so
cars?
yeah, I had this little MX-5, which I don't know if it had 100 horsepower, I think it'd be on a good day.
Yeah.
And I think it was that Autosport show. I mean, we've always sponsored Darren McNamara in the Irish Drifter, and
Yeah.
he's always been, we always see him every Autosport show, and he kind of persuaded us that we need to buy a Nissan Silvia. That's, all he kept saying. And yes, we bought one off Driftworks forum, had all the right little bits to it, had about 400 horsepower, and decided, yeah, let's just do that.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, it was an absolute pig, really. Typical drift car, never overheats. No rust, etc. And yeah, it couldn't have been anything further from the truth. So
Nice. Yeah, anyone in the comments, if you have any questions for Axel, please do drop them in the comments and yeah, we'll ask him. So yeah, so you started just by sort of getting in with the MX-5. That's quite a popular route that people do actually, isn't it? Like MX-5 is a good base car to start off with. So that's actually what I learned to drive in as well, and learned to drift in. But yeah, so what's your like favourite place to drift right now? Whoop, I think something's happened here. His PC might have shut down. Axel? Alright guys, I think we've had a bit of an issue here. Hang on. Seems like he might have left the server as well. That's very, very weird. And that's a very bad thing to happen. Okay, let's see, hang on. Just sort this out. Oh dear. No idea what's happened here. But I think, just ask him to call back when he can. Ah, internet died. Okay, guys. Right. Okay. So Axel's just gonna go and sort that out. But yeah. So for now, we're just gonna be doing some drifting. And we're gonna be having some fun, and then hopefully it should come back on. But yeah, this is fine. We can still just carry on. I mean, obviously it's annoying that his internet's dropped out. But yeah. So let's try and get the line nailed on this track, because it's a super hard track that they actually do in Formula Drift, which if you don't know is like the sort of big American drifting with like, this is actually a NASCAR track. That's how big drifting is in America, which is super cool. They can use the massive racetracks to drift on. But yeah, so let's try and get some twinning done as well, just for some ultimate fun. Whoops, I just went straight into someone then. Looks like they've not got very good internet as well. Anyway, let's get chasing. Whoops. Oh god. Oh my days. What is that person's Wi-Fi? Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, anyone got any questions for me? Seems really like question time. But like, what do you guys want to ask me? That's what the comment section's there for. Okay. Oh, and gone off a bit. Also, I'm really liking the lighting behind me. Yeah, just like might keep that in the new setup that I'm doing. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Just totally how's the rest of my weekend going? Yeah, well, I mean, Sunday's unfortunately is the end of the weekend now, but yeah, going really well. I'm redoing my whole room, so bit of moving about, done some painting, but yeah, still gonna end up with an awesome gaming setup. Got a new desk coming, so that should all be sorted and should be super fun. But yeah, how's everyone in the chat? You all doing good? We just got, if you're from the UK, we just got updates coming in that we can stay outside for as long as we want now without sort of having like just a small exercise allowance, which is nice. And yeah, we sort of know that, well, I guess if the numbers are going as good as they are right now, then hopefully if the numbers support it, we should be able to slowly get back into school and doing stuff like that. Oh, nice, good. I'm glad you guys like the lights. Oh. Oh no, I'm crashing. That was a bad entry. Ah. It's night for UK. It is 12. It's not 12. It's 7:45. But yeah, I'll keep the lights. I can even change them for different streams and like color coordinate my whole channel. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, let's try get a good run because I've been concentrating on my drifting very well. So let's get on it here. Here we go, and let's dive into the inside for this clip here. Put it in fourth. I mean, you're only meant to get the back end of this clip. It's in a bit of an awkward place, and you come over this side. Little wheel drop there. Transition up here, slow down to go into this hairpin. Then dive onto the inside. It was not a very good dive onto the inside there, but yeah, whoops. Yeah. Right, anyway. What do you guys think of the Drift Subaru, by the way? Put in the comment section, like, what do you guys think? Do you think Subaru should stay as rally cars? Do you think it's cool? I mean, this one's got a bit of a weird paint on, which I'm not a full fan of. Or do you think, like, Subarus are just not cool in general? What are your guys' opinions on this? There we go. Oh, that was a nicer line for that end bit. Oh, and there we go, onto the inside. Nice. Nice. Yeah, guys, if you've joined a bit later, I was interviewing Axel, but his wife.
Hey.
Oh, are you back?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Right, are you jumping back in the server as well? Oh, still there? We had him for a second. Maybe something sketchy is going on with his Wi-Fi.
You still there, Max?
Oh, yep, I am. You still there? Don't know what's going on with your Wi-Fi. Seems like we're getting a bit of on-off stuff right now. So sorry about the technical difficulties, but obviously we can't really help it. Yeah.
Oh, here we are.
Oh, you back on fully?
Yeah, I just got to get back in the track.
Alright, no worries.
Have they changed? Has the track changed?
No. Have you not got it? Or something?
It's just kind of... Oh no, here we are. I'm fine. Yeah, cool. I'm jumping back in.
Sweet.
Right. Apologies about that.
No worries, just Wi-Fi in it, you can't really help it.
Yeah, I've got like a cable plugged in, but it's just the router.
Yeah, right.
Lockdown problems.
Yeah.
Right,
Don't
we're
worry, we made do. We did a bit of line drifting. And
Did you? Oh, that's good. I'm sure it's better than mine.
I don't think so. But yeah, no. I mean, I remember one time my sort of best memory of like us two doing something cool together was at what was it, Donington?
Yeah,
we were
that
doing
was
those
cool.
demos, and I remember I think I was like either waiting for my car to cool down or something like that. And you took me out, and we went all the way from like really far back straight into that massive corner because we had such a big space. And well, it must have been something like 140 miles an hour or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I don't know about that fast, but I think we're definitely hitting 100 before initiating. And it was a long old drag to slow down.
We were like literally sent in. Your car is super fast.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd got the sequential gearbox as well, so it was just fun banging it through the gears.
Yeah, can you tell us a bit more about your car? Because
Yeah.
S14 with what, RB25 in it?
Yeah, that's right. So it's S14 RB25. It's got just under 500 horsepower. It's got a whole set turbo. It's forged internals, Tommy cams. Runs on race fuel, mapped by Abbey Motorsport. So about 500 horsepower. And yeah, just for then, I fitted a Quave sequential gearbox. I had quite a few drift cup rounds in a row where I just kept breaking gearboxes, so kind of just bit the bullet on that one, rather than keep rebuying old gearboxes. It was quite an investment, but hopefully that'll be good. So
yeah, sequential is very cool.
Yeah, so obviously you can change gear quicker, and the gears itself are a lot stronger. They're designed for a race car rather than a road car. I mean, the only other really real option was, like some kind of BMW gearbox conversion, but still, it's not, the ultimate solution. So yeah, the Quafe was done for that round or for that event. And what else? It's got that for handling wise. It's kind of got pretty much all DriftWorks component for steering locks. It's
Yeah,
got
that's
Gearmaster
what
Freeze.
I've put on my PS13
Yeah.
and use the DriftWorks
Okay.
stuff. It looks really
Yeah,
good. Haven't
it is
driven
nice.
it yet, But
yeah, so you'll be in for a treat with that. And it's got Driftworks coilovers as well. And yeah, that's about it. Obviously,
seems
it's
like
got all the
it goes really well.
yeah. It's since we've got it, we just kind of try to improve it all the time. Um, we fitted for a couple of years since back. We fitted a Link ECU, and we did a full wire job on it. A typical kind of UK drift car that's had an engine conversion. It's kind of had the loom, had like a chopped loom, so it was like half SR, half RB,
Yeah.
running on a really cheap Haltech, which is really only designed to run four-cylinder engines. So
Wow.
it never ran very nicely on that, and it would have like intermittent misfires where the loom was just breaking up, and that's a really common thing that I see with UK drift cars or people who've done engine conversions, and they've just done them a little bit on the cheap, and
Yeah.
that always seems to just kind of
You want to do it
bite
properly.
them. Yeah, they spend a lot of time just chasing problems. So I fit that. It's a company in America called Wiring Specialties. So you just tell them what engine you've got and what ECU, and they basically send you a full plug and play loom. Really, really neat. Wasn't that expensive, and since then it's just kind of worked engine wise. It's got quite a good power. It's got quite a big turbo, but it's still got surprisingly little lag. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it
it
goes
does go
really
well.
fast. Like I remember sitting it and being like, oh my gosh, okay, this car's pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, most of the drift cars in the competitions are going to feel pretty fast compared to that little car you were driving. You're
Yeah, the
really,
E30 is not exactly what you'd
no,
call BDC
I mean,
spec 1,000,000 horsepower.
no, I think it was maybe a little bit faster than my MX-5 that I used to have, but
Yeah.
I mean, that does definitely teach you how to drive. So I think once you get into that new car of yours with the V8, it's just going to be like,
Yeah, it's
it's going to
gonna
be
go.
so easy. It's going to be really fast. So um, I think that's going to be pretty exciting for you.
Yeah. Someone in my comments has asked, what's your favourite drift car?
Favorite drift car?
I know
Oh,
it's a
that's
very
really
hard question.
yeah. I mean, I think if it was for something I'd like to have for competitions, I think any of James Dean's cars are, really well set up.
Yeah.
I do like those. And then you've got all Daigo Saito's cars, all pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think the best car that I've driven would probably be Steve Bagsy's car.
Yeah.
I've driven that car with full wise fab. When I say
Yeah.
driven, I've done a few laps of basically a car park, a big car park, but it felt really nice. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Bagsy's like
definitely
R35 as well. That thing looks
yeah,
awesome.
that thing's bonkers. Probably wouldn't be the easiest car to drive.
No.
Not
I'd
one
say
you want to.
one of the coolest, especially for like people my age, you know. All people my age want like, oh, Nissan GTR, oh, Nissan GTR.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'd love to get Bagsy on Drift Talk as well. That's
Yeah,
a
well,
little hint for you there.
yeah, well, we can work on him.
But yeah, no.
He probably
So,
hasn't got.
we're talking of like favourites and stuff. Who's your favourite driver, apart from me, of course?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know.
There's so many good drivers and so many
There's a
different
lot of
styles.
good drivers. Yeah. I mean, I think, like people have helped me, like Martin Richards and Steve as a Bagsy. Both really good UK drivers that have helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, my favorite, James Dean as well, another guy that really good driver that become kind of friends with as well through sponsorships that we do.
Yeah. There's
yeah.
loads of good drivers, and like it's just like the drifting in the UK has actually got like quite big. How long have you been in it?
So with the actual cars, I think I was kind of looking at it the other day. I can't remember. Probably about 4. I've had my car for about 4 years, and it wasn't really until I had my car that I started like taken it seriously or
Yeah.
watching BDC or anything like that. So apart from that, it was only kind of really the drivers that we sponsored that I'd know anything about. So
Mm.
yeah, obviously knew about Steve. People like Darren McNamara and James Dean. You've obviously kind of hear about them. They'll be the few drivers who kind of break it out and come to do these like autosport events, things like that. You'd see them outside at events that wouldn't necessarily be drift events. Um,
But yeah, no, it's really weird because like I used to do go-karting, and drifting is getting, well, it's growing more and more and getting to more places. But I used to like see drifting. I didn't even know if you could do it in the UK, and now I sort of know like all these drivers, and it's like whoa, it's like a whole new world, isn't it? But you used to be a drive master at Anglo American Oil Company. But you still there? I think his Wi-Fi might have dropped out again. I think Wi-Fi might have dropped out again. So we'll keep on going, keep on drifting, and hopefully his Wi-Fi should fix again. Hey Max, are you allowed to do any changes to your car after you have completed in races? Yeah, so like obviously in between, because drift cars are like not meant, well, cars aren't meant to be driven sideways, full stop. So like when 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 it breaks, because your car will break if you're drifting it, we have to make changes to our cars. So yeah, you can't you can call 5-minute rules if your car breaks during a battle, which is quite good, and you have like, oh, well, sometimes 5 minutes. And you have like that amount of time to get all your mechanics on your car and fix it. So I hope that answers your question. But yeah, we are sort of allowed to change our cars. Longest drift. I'm just gonna expand on that. So I can't remember who it was, but someone in the R35 GTR made that into a drift car, and like they did the world's fastest drift. I think it was like something like 100 and oh, I can't remember what it was now. It was something stupidly fast. And they did it in Dubai on like a massive airfield, which is super cool. And then there is also well, that was the fastest drift, and then the longest drift was done by the guys at BMW, and they got like they got one BMW going round, and it did something for like 6 hours, which was amazing. And then sort of ended up needing more fuel, so they got another BMW to drift round because it was just a circle, just a circle. So the other drift car came round, and then literally twin next to him, like how we do twinning, and just went next to him, and then someone literally got a massive pump, put it on the back of the car, and yeah, filled the car up with petrol whilst drifting. But yeah, if you guys do have any more questions while Axel's gone, do ask me. I haven't seen your super drawing yet, but I'll take a look after the stream. Don't worry, Araf. Have a look. But yeah, sorry about the internet problems, but there's not much we can do. Whilst we're on lockdown as well, obviously, lots more people online, and obviously you can't really get someone out to fix it. Who's the moderator? Well, it's a secret, so you know. So it's actually my soul. But yeah, I'm joking. It's one of my trusted friends. Yeah. Oh no, that was really bad getting into the clips there. Ooh, that was a bad line. But yeah, if you have any more questions for me, happy to answer while we're drifting a Subaru. But yeah, super cool. Let's send it in with a massive entry this time. Still drifting through the cones at the start. Throw it at 360. There we go. And then pull it around here, getting a clips. Bang. Next clip, bang. Next clip, bang. To this one. kind of. Next one, mostly. Last clip. Here we go. Oh, got a last one. Quite good. Like the room colour. Yeah, I've got a little control here for the light in the background. But yeah, that's quite. We had this light like downstairs for the living room, and I thought, you know, let's bring it up and see what it looks like in the back of the stream. So yeah, I can change the colour whenever I feel like it, which is quite nice. But yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this when I go over and do my new setup. Oh, wall tap. Oh no, that was more of a crash. How much is all my drift cars worth? I don't know. is a simple answer. It's like I can't think, to be honest. And also we're not even got 2 full drift cars yet. So well, I say not even. It's like wow, but you know. What was my hardest opponent? Ooh, that's hard. I can't. I've been against some pretty skilled drivers. I don't know. Like, my only thing was like I've been in this car that's way slower than everyone else. So I've been in cars that up against cars that have like 600 horsepower. So George Barkley, for an example. So my hardest sort of battle was my car was broken because my clutch was slipping, and then I went up against George Barkley at Teesside, which is literally the start of it. It's just a drag race, and a drag race was like, oh, you back on?
I am back on, yeah. I think so. I'm not back in the game yet, but yeah, I can remember that battle you were describing. I remember I watched a video on my phone, George pulling like half the track length.
Yeah, George was like already half around the track, and I was still on the start line. So
Yeah.
to answer the question, that was probably my hardest battle there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This server's full now.
Is it full? All right.
Yeah.
Can you find another one for us and then send me the link?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I do only have the DC GP car, so
yeah.
basically.
So I'll find them.
Answer some of these questions. I've got them up here. Do I have any Forza games? Yes, I have Forza Horizon 4. There's one more. Worst thing that's happened to me on track is my drive shafts were broken at Rockingham. I spun out, and Harry Hudson in his beautiful Celica went straight into me because I was in the middle of the track because I spun, and we both basically demolished our cars, which was not very fun. Well, Axel, what's the worst thing that's happened to you whilst drifting?
Worst thing?
Yeah, worst thing.
Trying to think. I mean, oh, I was going to say all the times you just break random stuff. I think the worst thing is probably the crash I had at Castle Combe, which is just a demo day, and I dove it into the pit wall.
Ooh.
Like 4th gear.
How was the car after that?
The left side was not so happy. Yeah, I kind of bent all the steering. It got away quite lightly. It just kind of bent all the steering arms and stuff on the front left, and then it just kind of dented the door. You know, wing mirror off, the front and rear bumpers broke. Yeah. So yeah, it could have been a lot worse. It looked a lot worse than it was really. But I just had that body kit for like one event, so that was a bit annoying. But it's a Castle Combe. If you ever go there, it's pretty treacherous.
Yeah, I've been wanting to drive there.
It is fun, yeah. You probably wouldn't have had much fun in your current car. No, it's very fast. So
yeah. One cool thing is that the PS13 that is being built now, that car's been around that track drifting, but I haven't.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool.
I was watching some videos of the demos, and I was like, that car is exactly the same sticker as the PS13 came with. And then I was like, oh yeah. It is the same car. So yeah. That's really weird for me, actually.
Yeah. Have you got Ferropolis on this?
I do.
Yeah, should we go on that one?
Yeah.
How do I? Bear with me. I don't.
It
Can
could be
I?
a little invite button on the bottom, I think,
Oh, is that okay? Cool. Yeah,
and
I
then
see.
that copies it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so that was probably the worst thing that's happened. And it was on my birthday, and I had my wife in the car, and it was the first time my mum had come to watch an event, and I said I was going to take her out in the car. The next time, she
Oh
never come to
god.
this event, crashed straight into the wall. Jasmine straight into the wall first. So yes, my mum never got to go in the drift car.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was my birthday.
Well,
So it was a bad day.
yeah. Well,
Expensive birthday.
but now you've got the experience of that happening.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, so
So
now we
yeah,
can stay away from crashing.
yeah. Have you, did you send me the link?
I think I did.
Right, let's have
Have
a
a
look.
look.
Oh, my back to pits button stopped working for some reason. Oh, here we go. Ah, yeah. Cool. So yeah, your car always looks super cool. Have you got any like, what are your sort of aspirations for the car? Are you thinking of going
Uh,
anything like
I think
2J or?
no. I mean, the little RB25 can
It goes well.
it goes well, and you can definitely. I mean, for Drift Cup, what the series that we're in at the moment, it's definitely fast enough, and there's definitely room to tune it more. I've got another turbo lined up, which will be more responsive and allow us to push a bit harder.
Yeah.
Always wanted to put nitrous on it as well, and then you should easily be able to get about 700 horsepower. And so yeah, that'll probably be the next kind of step. Uh, so yeah, definitely keep the engine how it is. I've actually bought another shell, so I have got another car.
Got a
That
backup.
I was kind of planning to do. Maybe that one will get built more of a full kind of race car spec.
Yeah.
Whereas my one, I've
Spinning
kind
the
of want
wall.
a bit about the looks. I still like the kind of the Japanese style. You know, the lower ride height does look good.
Yeah.
You do always kind of sacrifice a bit of performance doing that. I haven't driven Bagsy's car on the Wise Fab. That did drive really nice. So maybe I put that on there and keep my car as a practice car. Maybe then put a slower, put more of a standard RB in there. Maybe so it
Yeah.
gives you go like that. But yeah, the car definitely it's fast enough for what I want to do at the moment. But after, if I kind of carry on after Drift Cup, I think we'll probably build the car more into a demo car for the products that we sell for our business.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll probably look to put a bit more power in there. It'd be nice to have kind of 700 horsepower just to say you can and you've got it.
Yeah.
It certainly helps if you're selling race fuel, to say,
Say, look at
uh,
that.
yeah, look at this, exactly.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I think you're probably the only RB powered car. Are you the only RB powered car in Drift Cup right now?
I think there's a few Skylines, maybe.
Oh yeah, Skylines. Ow,
Yeah,
crashed.
I can't think of any. Can't name one right now. Kind of
I think
slipped my
Ashley
mind.
Shippey's
Yeah,
car
he's probably
33.
gone up. Yeah, he'll have an RB in there.
Yeah.
I would have thought.
Whoa, nearly crashing then. Yeah, this track I'm not amazing at, which is
No,
worrying
it's.
because I'm meant to be going Iron Drift
It,
King.
oh, have you? You
Um,
supposed to be going to that? Have
yeah,
you got? Ooh, cool. Yeah, I had plans to kind of do that, but then there was a few rules that my car didn't meet. Roll cage, I think, being one. It's still got to bolt the car
specs.
to it.
Yeah, we bought our
So it
car to
looks like a.
Germany specs, and then it's going to pass the BDC and everything because the
Yeah,
Germany specs are so like strict.
yeah,
But yeah, I
yeah.
really
So
need to
that.
get better at this track.
Yeah, it's always easier and real as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Isn't it?
also I'm in third person, so like every time I
Okay, do
go
you always
near
drive
a
it like
wall,
that?
yeah, I just find it easier, like with like panel awareness, and sort of
Okay,
see where everyone is and see where everything else is. But when I go over
cool.
these massive walls, ow, I can't see.
Okay, right. Yeah, so I'm running VR with my setup, so it's basically just kind of how it is in real. To be fair, so I've got my car set up. I'm just viewing it as if I'm driving normally. It's quite cool.
Oh, my streamer's gone off. We're not
We
having
were
much
having
luck
technical
today.
difficulties today, yeah. It's not a one.
We've gone off before. Oh god. It's been
Who
off for
knows?
quite a while.
Oh
Oh wait,
dear.
here we go. No, it's just okay. Because I clicked on that link. Okay. Because I clicked on that link, it went through to like had two Assetto Corsa tabs open.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was just showing me driving into a wall.
Ah,
Great. Right. Okay.
so we're
So
still on.
we are still on, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah, this event would be cool. I think. I mean, I think they've changed the date now to somewhere
Yeah.
in September,
August.
October because of
Oh, yeah,
the
September. You're right.
corona, due to the coronavirus. So
Yeah. But it's looking like with what we heard earlier, that it might be able to like actually go ahead at that time.
maybe, yeah. I think. I mean, Germany have kind of relaxed a lot, but I've kind. Somebody said that their numbers might have gone up again.
Yeah.
So
We
maybe
never
they
know.
won't. It's
But
hard to know, yeah. But by then, you'd have hoped things would be kind of back to normal.
yeah.
So I'd like to go to this event, driving or not. I see they've actually kind of released even more spots for it because I think they're
Yeah. They're
I
doing
can't,
a battle sort of thing, aren't they?
yes, attackers versus defenders or something. I
I'm a
think
defender.
yeah. So essentially, I guess what they realised that there probably isn't going to be many championships. Maybe oh, I just hit a cone.
Don't worry, I'm
Brilliant.
way up.
Um,
House
yeah, so I guess
crashed.
because a lot of people won't bother doing the championship, they're kind of thinking that they'll get much more numbers coming to this.
Yeah.
Now,
I personally cannot wait.
it looks really cool. I mean, I don't think you find a better setting for it with all these big machines.
Yeah, and then you got like it's definitely the coolest place I've drifted. Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah no, I'm crashing into a wall.
There's a lot of people on this track.
Yeah. Also, my back to pits button isn't working, so I'm just having to drive
Oh, okay.
everywhere.
Uh, oh, we got punted into the wall there.
Yeah, but are you following the following Drift Masters?
Yeah, for sure.
Who's your bets on for winning next year or next season?
Oof. Yeah, I mean it's really hard. I guess it could be anyone. I think the safe bet is obviously James Dean.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people. I mean, Jack Shanahan showed some really good pace. Now this year he's obviously got a year's worth of experience in that car, having won IDC as well. I think he's going to be on form.
Yeah, there's
Connor
loads
as
of
well.
really good drivers.
Yeah, Martin's always, he's had a win. I think he could do it. He could keep winning, I think.
Yeah.
And Steve had a really good event at this track as well. He came on second.
Yeah.
I think he can get back into it as well and be a. But that's the thing with Drift Masters. There's just so many people that have the potential to win. It's kind of what makes it so exciting, and everyone's got the machinery.
Could go any way.
It could go any way, especially for the championship, because it just matters. You could just with drifting, you can just get unlucky. Have one mechanical, you could end up facing the winner, in the first round, and then you're not, the first, top 32.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest thing, isn't it, with drifting? You get knocked out by the winner, and you come 32nd, but maybe that battle could have been the final.
Yeah, that's what makes drifting exciting as well, though.
It does, yeah. I mean, it's much more of a crowd-focused style of competition compared to normal racing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think. Did you race go-karts?
Yeah, I did. I did the go-karting. That was.
Yeah, so I did go-karting as well until I was like 13.
Yeah.
And when I was at that age, I didn't really understand much about it. It was a hell of a good fun. I raced Honda Cadets.
Yeah,
and I
same.
did TKM. The Honda Cadets were, they were great. I did really well in that class. Kind of won my local championship at Clay Pigeon. I think I came second in the O plate. I don't know if they still did that when
Yeah, I think
Where,
I
so
remember
that
that.
was probably the kind of highlight of that. But I remember that it was such a the carts, even though they're supposed to be all the same, they were so much faster. Some of the guys then compared
Yeah,
to
definitely.
the engines, which are so quick.
Yeah, it's
And then when it got,
very competitive.
yeah, I mean, people in karting are spending way more money than
As in
people in
drifting.
the British Drift Championship,
Yeah, I
which is
remember
crazy, really.
when I was doing like the conversion from karting to drifting, I sold one of the Honda engines and with the same money bought the E30. It's
Yeah, you
crazy.
must have had one of these special ones then.
Oh, I don't know about
I think mine came straight out of a generator.
that. But yeah, no. What? Oh, I had a question lined up then, and it's completely gone out my head. Um, yes, right, that was it. So in competition, what's your aim? Are you aiming for the Drift Masters?
No, I mean I think that's a bit beyond me. It's more of
Oh, sorry about that.
that's all right. You have to sacrifice a hell of a lot to kind of drive in that series.
Yeah,
It's a lot of money, and you have to be committed. Just the traveling alone makes it difficult when you're working,
yeah,
and so I don't think you know. Yes, it'd be fun if budget was no option, but it's all about fun for me, and I think I could probably have just as much fun going to watch my friends do it,
yeah, yeah,
be part that way. I'd like to. The aim was kind of do well in Drift Cup this year, win my place at BDC through like a championship score,
yeah,
rather than one of these one-off
yeah. That was my
kind
plan as
of.
well.
Because
But
I don't really think that's the right way of doing it. Um, you go through and then you, if you come last year it was top 8, I think, then you got a chance to qualify. So
yeah, it's
you
quite.
haven't really earned it in the same way then. But it would be nice to get. I think it was it top 8. Is it top 8 championship? Maybe Drift Cup get BDC license and maybe
Can't
get it
think
that
now.
way.
Yeah,
So then it gives you the option to do the BDC event. So I love drifting. So if there's a good track available that you have to be at BDC to do, then yeah, obviously I'm gonna want to do that. But at the same time, I'm not gonna do every single round of a series. I don't think,
yeah.
because I
That's
want
what's
to be
good about
British
drifting.
champion. I'll pick the tracks that I like, and I don't think you can. I mean, you couldn't do uh, drift masters with that kind of mentality. But having BDC license, being able to do these. Oh, I just snapped my handbrake, I think.
Oh, I heard a bang.
Yeah, that was my handbrake snapping.
How? What's it made out
Uh,
of?
it's a Fanatec one.
Oh right. No
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, bolt just snapped. There's like a bolt that goes. Madness.
Can you fix it?
No, but we'll have to go. We'll keep drifting without a handbrake.
Yeah,
It can be
it's good
done.
practice anyway.
Yeah, that was mad.
That was
I'll have to take that into work tomorrow now.
yeah, that's unexpected.
Yeah, bang. There's not been our night tonight. Internet problems,
Yeah. Oh god.
simulator problems.
Streaming problems.
Simulator is normally the opposite. It's like going drifting, but without all the hassle.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's still less hassle.
it's still a lot less hassle. Yeah, you don't have to change tires and
Yeah. And then
drive 6 hours to go do it.
when I'm done, I can just turn my computer off and go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to. I mean, you're not so bad. You don't have that far to go
Yeah,
to your
no, I'm
tracks.
in the middle of, well, Sheffield's the middle of the UK, so I'm sort of
Yeah,
like 2 hours away from most places, apart from obviously like Driftland and
yeah,
Anglesey. But yeah, I'm in a pretty
That's-
good place.
yeah. So we've got like 6 hours to any of those tracks, towing a
Yeah.
trailer. So not
Fun.
ideal. No, so I'm quite enjoying having this simulator.
Yeah, it is super fun, and I'd suggest anyone who even wants to get into drifting.
Oh,
This will
definitely.
be
If you,
such a good way to do it.
oh, 100%. Yeah, I'd never. I think if you can drift on this, it's harder in real than in real. I think.
Yeah.
You get so many more senses when you go and drifting in real. You can actually feel the speed. You
Yeah,
can
feel the weight of the car.
exactly. You can feel the grip. Whereas in this, that's the one thing you lose. So you can kind of train yourself if you keep driving the same cars to know.
Yeah.
but that kind of comes naturally on a normal in a
Yeah.
real car. Um, Obviously, it's a lot scarier in real, but
Yeah, and like nerves and stuff.
yeah,
But I think go-karting definitely helped with like under pressure sort of stuff.
yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I had like many. I think when I was 13 until yes, I had like 12 years probably between go karting and drifting. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's quite a big.
I, yeah, and I'd done quite a lot of practice days. Done a lot of Rockingham days, kind of before Drift Cup. So
Yeah, I never
uh,
actually drove the actual Rockingham track.
it was a shame. It was so good.
Yeah, literally at the last one, I nearly got a thing, but then they said, obviously because it's the last one, and like getting the insurance for me to drive.
Oh yeah, because
That's one thing that I really struggled with. Is like, when I was first getting into it, was I'm a child, so can I drive here? Then
yeah,
fortunately I got like other people saying like that I can drive,
yeah. I
and
think that's the thing. You kind of have to
getting
know
my
somebody who have done.
getting my driftland license really helped as well.
Okay. So
So
what's that?
the driftland license,
Yeah.
basically when you go to driftland, like
Okay.
out of competition and stuff on their days, you sort of go and do a license. Someone judges you, and
Okay. That's quite cool.
yeah,
Yeah, because it doesn't really have anything like that in drifting, do they? You know, in go karting you do the is it called the ARDS test?
the
I
ARCS
remember
test, yeah,
ARCS test. That's it. Yeah, they should probably do something like that for drifting, shouldn't
yeah, drifty test.
they? The drifting test. But yeah, coming into competition, yeah, I always find that I'm having a great time in practice, and then you get to the line, you do get nervous, and you do stupid things that you haven't done all day.
Yeah,
And I think that's one thing I've been trying to simulate. In drifting, it's quite hard to get the competitions, but I've been doing quite a lot of races on iRacing,
yeah,
which is, yeah, you really feel the kind of nerves in the same way. Especially the first lap when everyone's going into the first corner, you really don't want to crash.
yeah. That's
So
a really awesome feeling. Like going into competition. Like at the time, you hate the feeling. You're like,
yeah,
go away. I'm trying to drift here. But yeah,
that's it. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I think that's the cool thing with drifting. You can have almost just as much fun. Well, you can have just as much fun as practice days. I think they're more fun. Well, they don't even have to be calling them practice days. They're just drift days, aren't they?
yeah,
When you go out with your friends. But I think doing the competitions does kind of allow you to hone your skills a bit better. So you become a better driver on
yeah.
those days.
That's the
More
thing.
like a safer driver. You can go harder. You can drive closer to your friends, and they know that you can drive. Because that's always something that's also a bit scary in drifting when you go on a
Yeah,
drift day.
yeah,
You don't know the level. Anyone. You could be James Dean on a practice day, and John Smith in his MX-5 comes along and could totally destroy your car because he wants to twin with you. There's nothing stopping that happening. Whereas in other motorsports, you kind of have to earn your license, or you have typically you're not just going to go buy a fast car, or you can't buy like a F1 car or something, or a British GT car without any experience.
yeah.
Realistically,
But it does make drifting way better that like you don't have to be doing competition.
no, it's
Like say
cool
if
like that.
say if you're
Yeah,
doing touring car, you can't just like buy a touring car and then take it on track days.
well,
Well,
I guess
you
you could,
can,
but it
but
would
like
be
it's not a
boring.
regular thing.
No, no, you wouldn't just. I mean, some people do, especially the classic kind of touring cars,
Yeah,
kind of getting quite popular. Um, but yeah, the drifting it's kind of got that kind of like freestyle kind of element to it, hasn't it?
yeah,
Where it's got that kind of extreme sports style following. You can just rock up, and that's kind of cool. You could rock up to drift day, and you could drive against you know really good drivers, uh, and you don't have to be on that similar equipment. It's a bit like in Drift Cup
yeah,
yourself in that BMW. You could still twin with you know my car, like you said, George Barkley's car, which is
yeah. I mean,
very
on some of the tracks, I'm really happy that Drift Cup sort of made it like when we went to Driftland, they made the layout really nice for
Yeah,
both cars, and it evened it out really nicely.
yeah,
And
exactly.
that's what
So
I love about sort of Drift Cup and the
yeah, and I
grass
think that's the
rules.
thing. When you go, because there isn't any other steps. I think you got that retro drift championship, but
Yeah,
which kind of sits maybe like drift cup. But after that, people start spending a lot of money,
yeah, it
uh,
does
and
get
it does
expensive
become a bit of a
fast.
drag race as well.
Yeah. Someone
Uh,
asking in the comments to both of us, do we get nervous before we do a battle?
oh, I
Um,
definitely do.
I
try,
definitely do.
try
Like,
not to, but
yeah,
it also depends who you're up against as well, doesn't it? And
yeah. Like
what it means.
if I'm up against you, I'm like, oh, I've got this battle easy.
I'm more nervous about getting knocked out, which means I can't drift anymore. I don't care about losing. It's just in a competition. It means you have to stop drifting, doesn't it?
Yeah. The other thing is like, if you always end up playing mind games with yourself, because if you go up against someone really hard, you're like, okay, this person's really really good, and then if you go up against someone who's like not as good as drifting, but then you're like, well, if I got knocked out by that's even
Yeah, and
worse.
you start to like confuse yourself or like sort of stress yourself, and off as well. You know, what they always say it's much easier to do a chase run against a good lead run. Um,
Yeah,
so you know, I'd much rather follow somebody good or have somebody good following me than somebody who's unknown because it's quite easy to get caught up.
yeah. I mean, like if someone's running a weird line, and also when you're judging, you can't always see that they've gone offline, or
Yeah,
they're having
exactly.
like
Yeah,
carrying weird speed sometimes.
you can get quite unlucky.
Yeah, but that's what makes it exciting as well.
Yeah, sure.
Like drifting, you can be the best driver in the world and not do very well in competition, because it's
Yeah,
about, well, car setup, look. It's down to so many different factors, but
yeah,
that makes it super exciting.
yeah. And I think as long as you're having fun, and I think the cool thing as well is because you can. I think drifting's a, a lot about the cars, isn't it? You know, you can build if you turn up with a boring car and you have, you know, you don't qualify, then you've not really got much out of it. Whereas if you've come in, you've got a unique car that you've built. You know, if you've got that car, you've kind of already done the best you can, and people are going to respect that way more, I think, rather
Yeah.
than
See, it's nice that you sort of mix the element of having an awesome build into
yeah,
a competition.
yeah, because I think that it's just as much, you know, half of it in drifting is won before you even get there having the car,
Yeah.
because it is a no limits kind of sport.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
so cool.
and although that makes it, you know, people say it's unfair because people have a lot more money, you usually tend to find that, especially with karting, the things that are supposed to be the same end up costing more when you
Yeah.
have the limits. Um, so
Yeah,
in that
well,
way,
you don't always obviously need the big power though to compete.
definitely not. No, it's you know more about setup and drivability, I'd
Yeah.
say, and obviously talent. You know, talent is way more important in drifting than it is in circuit racing. You know, I think you can get away with having a better car and being less skilled uh, in a circuit race
Yeah. I mean,
than you can in
I was
drifting.
actually going to go into circuit racing after karting, but then
Yeah.
I sort of went onto YouTube and was just like, there's drifting, let's do
Oof.
it.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Yeah, I wish I'd kind of thought knew about it at your age. I mean,
Yeah.
just driving a car at your age would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm
Let
very
alone
lucky.
drifting it. Woo.
Right, I think we've been going for 53 minutes now, so I
Yeah,
think
I
that
can
adds up
smell my
to.
food cooking.
Oh,
Before we had internet problems, my handbrake's broken, so
yeah,
I
so
don't
it's
know what
taken
we should.
quite a toll.
Yeah, we should probably quit whilst we're ahead. This track here is
But
quite
yeah,
difficult.
thank you
Cool.
so much
That's
for
okay.
coming on. It's been super awesome. So yeah. Anyway, guys, make sure you follow Axel on Instagram and Facebook. So yeah, see you guys
Yeah,
later.
hopefully we'll see you on track.
Yep. Bye.
Cheers, bye.